now with 2 rounds to go, we have 3 players, yourself, Nakamura and Nepomniachtchi in the lead. We have Caruana, who is just a little bit behind. So 4 players are fighting for the first place. So what do you think, if you could name just one factor, what would be the decisive factor to win this tournament?
I think the same thing. Whoever plays good chess in the last 2 rounds and manages to remain focused, then yeah, I think that person would have a pretty good chance.
But what is this factor that helps you play good chess and remain focused? Is it experience? Is it good nerves? Maybe some freshness, whatever?
Yeah, a bit of everything, I said.
Okay, what about luck?
Plays a role, but what's in my control, I'll try to do it at my best.
And do you think there is luck in chess at all?
No, surely there's luck. I mean, in everything there is luck. In chess also, nothing is completely in our control. So I guess just better to do our job and leave the rest.
All right, thank you for these answers. Do we have questions? Yes, please. Microphone, okay.
Yep. Could you say something about the opening? You played h6 and then knight h7. Is that something new from your laboratory, or is it a known variation?
Sorry?
Is it something new from your seconds, this idea with h6 and knight h7?
Yeah, I mean, I thought this would be an interesting line for the game. I mean, it's obviously not one of the main lines, but it seems quite interesting and it worked in the game, so yeah, I can only be happy about it.
Your preparation lasted until move 14 or so?
Yeah, until move 14. I'm sure I knew what to do after that, but I couldn't remember. So yeah, during the game I knew what I was doing until move 14.
Any more questions? You have a question? Oh, okay.
Yes. Hikaru mentioned that he was a bit tired after the last games. How are you physically? How are you physically in shape now after 12 rounds? And maybe when you said that who will play good chess in the last 2 rounds should win the tournament, maybe that depends on the stamina now?
I feel pretty good, both physically and mentally. From the start, I've been in the same shape, and I don't really feel any kind of exhaustion or anything. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow also I have a rest day, so yeah, hopefully I'll be in good shape for the last 2 rounds.
You played very well throughout the tournament, but there was this one game where you made this mistake. How do you explain it? That something happened, sometimes happens, or was it a bad day, or time scramble?
Yeah, I mean, I played in the same way, but that day I was just, I guess. It was just time scramble, and in time scrambles anything can happen. That was also not a bad game throughout, but yeah, in the time scramble I just messed it up. But it happens in 14 rounds. Of course, you're not going to have all success. So yeah, glad it was over and I got over it. So yeah.
You pass the microphone to the left. Okay.
Yeah, it's a follow-up question to the previous one. So you mentioned h6 and knight h7 was an interesting idea, but for example, if there are multiple propositions of interesting ideas, how would you choose the one to play in the game?
I guess a lot of factors. Some you'd like some kind of position against a certain opponent, and also depending on your mood and what you feel like doing. So it's a decision, I guess, before every game, and yeah, it just depends on what I'm feeling at that moment.
Just try.
Also analyze the weakness of your opponent, perhaps?
Yeah, surely. I guess you would have some kind of brief idea in your mind about opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and you try to play accordingly.
So when Judith Polgar says that chess is 20% psychology, do you agree with her? If you actually analyze the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents, is it just the chess strengths and weaknesses, or also psychological, the style of play?
As usual, I guess it's just not, when we take topics like this, it's just not one particular thing. And there are a lot of things to consider, and surely chess strength, chess weakness, and psychological, all the things surely matter.